it's Nigerian Day, we're going to look at the positive things.
Again, this is my experience.
Okay.
This
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No
But
offense
I just
to me.
have
This
to
is my
say,
experience. I love you guys regardless.
okay. I just have to say we love Nigeria. You know, we love Nigeria. I love Nigeria. Most of my closest buddies are Nigerians. Actually, one of my boys, you know, Femi, man, he's a great guy. You know, if I need any motivation, this guy's always there. If I need anything, he's always there. I just want to take a moment to give some shout outs, even though I don't see those folks on here. Happy Independence. I want to shout out my boy, David Wanda. I want to shout out my boy, Jide. I want to shout out my boy, Taiwo. I want to shout out my boy, Ima. I want to shout out the whole Bay FC crew. Happy Independence Day to all of you. So talking about Nigeria and their independence, man, you know, Afrobeat has now come of age. Over the last few years, I remember when I first moved to America. I moved to America about 10 years ago, 11 years ago, actually. And anytime I played African music, man, people don't know it, right? And, you know, and I go to the bars and clubs and I try to tip the DJ, man, can you play some African music? It's like, what? I say, play this music, and then sometimes they play, but I have to tip them, right? Now, I go to the bars and they play Afrobeat. I feel like they owe me something now. It's like, yo, you owe me now, you know, pay me back. You know, I'm really excited about the evolution over the period of the music industry in Africa, and Nigeria being one of the top country to produce amazing Afrobeat music. And when you talk about Afrobeat, for me, to be fair enough, I'm going to give it to Nigeria. You know, Ghana, we have our own kind of music. Cameroon also have their own kind of music, but Afrobeat is currently on top of the world. And in music, who is your favorite artist? Burna, Whiskey, P Square, or you want to go to the old school folks? So tell me, Zapiro, who's your favorite Nigerian artist right now?
Tough question. I don't know exactly what would I say, because they all are very talented. And but it's funny how you said, yeah, last night I was actually listening to Burna Boy last night. So last night I was actually listening to Burna Boy. But unfortunately I can't pick. They're all good. They're all just so good.
Oh man, you can't pick anything?
No.
You gotta pick one, bro. I can give you 5 names if you want.
No. I know the names, but
you gotta choose one, man. Burna or Whiskey? Whiskey, let one go.
I'll go Whiskey.
You go Whiskey?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Kojo?
Burna Boy all day.
Burna Boy all day. I also go to Whiskey, man. Whiskey for me. Whiskey for me is the start, man. He started that revolution. I remember I was in college, bro.
Right.
I was in college in Ghana, and I heard one of Wizkid's songs. If you see me drive by, holla at your boy, love my swag. I was like, hi, this guy's going to be a star. What kind of music is this? That was when I got hooked to Wizkid. I loved all his songs. You know, I play him. And he's actually the only Nigerian artist, if he comes to tour around the Bay, I'm going to go. Unfortunately, I didn't go to Burna's. He's my favorite artist of all time. I love it. And talking about favorite artists, what is your favorite Nigerian music of all time? Favorite Nigerian music.
Oh my God.
Favorite. I mean,
I'll plead the fifth on that.
No, bro. Bro, there are a lot of songs with Nigeria. You've got to be able to tell your favorite song of all time. You've got to be able. Like, give me one. I know you might have 10. Give me 1 or 2, bro. We got to give them a shout out. It's their day. You know, we got to give them a shout out. What's your favorite Nigerian song of all time?
My favorite Nigerian song of all time, you know, and the reason I'm going to tell you this song is because I relate that song with life.
Okay.
You understand? So, and when I play that song every time, it just like takes me back. See how people sometimes don't love you while you are alive, but when you die, that's when people will start really wanting to care about you.
Right.
And that's by Pato Rankin.
What song? What's the title of the song?
Now when I day alive, appreciate me.
Bro, I
now
need the title of the song?
Just put
I have got the ranking put up. Just give me the title of the song and I'll play it. Look it up and tell me, and then I'll play. We got to give them shout out. We got to show them love, man. They are brothers. So
Pato Ranking, Celebrate Me.
Celebrate Me. That's the title.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you right here.
Zaparo, I see you, boy. I see you. I see you with the vocal cords.
Bro, that song hit me differently every time I play.
Yeah. For me, I'll watch your set.
Quenjo, wait a second. Let's give Zaparo his moment.
Okay.
All right. We love that. Excuse a second.
Yeah.
That was good. Oh, hold on a second here.
Song hits me really, really different.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've actually never heard of that one yet. I have never heard of that one. Kwejo, what is your favorite Nigerian music of all time?
You're My African Queen by I think it's Baba
Peace.
Square.
Hey,
No, Peace Square.
bro, African Queen is by Two-Face, my guy.
Two-Face, yes.
Peace Square. Two-Face, bro. Two-Face in Libya, yeah.
I'm gonna
those
play
songs
African Queen for you, bro.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, this goes to all the ladies in Nigeria, man. All of them. It goes to...
Wait. This is not it. Hold on.
That's not it.
DJ.
Hold on.
DJ.
DJ.
I got you. I got you. He has many versions of that song now.
Oh, really?
So if you click, yes, he has it with Beanie Man, he has it with Blackface, he has it with so many. So if you put Two-Face African Queen, it's gonna give you all those versions. So you gotta pick the original one. So give me a moment. I got you. We're showing love to Nigeria. You know we love them. So
yeah.
We gotta do that right now. Let's see here. Let's see Tubaba.
I think it's Two-Face Idiba.
Right.
Libya, yeah.
You came around my way. I remember this song when it came out. I was in high school, man. And if you've not been, high school in Africa is different than high school in America.
Yeah.
High school in Ghana is different than different high school in different parts of Africa. In high school in Ghana, you get to go to high school in Ghana. You get to go to stay on campus. So you're in like almost like college level. And then you get to be able to, go to entertainment nights. We call them entertainment night every Saturday, right? And I remember, the girls used to come on stage singing African Queen, right? So Kwejo, that was a really good song. Welcome, Jonathan. If you are not, talking, everyone is on mute. And then when you talk, you unmute yourself. That way we can have an amazing. Appreciate you joining the live today. It's Nigeria Independence, so we are sharing, some fun facts about Nigeria and why we like Nigeria so much, right? So since you just joined, I'm going to ask you, right? Burner or whiskey?
I feel I'm gonna be really biased because I'm a big whiskey fan.
And guess what? You have 3 whiskey guys on here. All of
Oh,
us.
really?
Except for Kwejo, who's the Burner guy.
I'm surprised because Benna is making all the waves, but I'm a big whiskey fan. But let's give it to Nigeria, man. I feel like they brought the Afrobeat to light. Like, they exposed Afrobeat to the world, and Afrobeat is on a different level right now. It's, back in the days when you go to all these big clubs everywhere, and you're never gonna hear Afrobeat anywhere, man. Never.
Exactly.
But right now, everywhere you go, Afrobeat, Burna Boy is selling out stadiums and things like that. So let's give it out to Nigeria, and they're like, I feel like it's done a great
Big shout out.
posing Afrobeat to the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm a big whiskey fan, so I always say whiskey for sure.
Now, I've got to ask you though, what is your favorite? Because everybody has gone by me, but what is your favorite Nigerian song of all time?
That's a great question. And whiskey energy, bad energy, or what is it called?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, is it called bad energy or energy? The one
Oh, wait, let me try to find out for you. I know the song you're talking about, but I don't know if that. Oh, with Skepta?
yes, yes, yes,
All
yes, yes.
right, I got you, bro. You mean this song?
That's I'm talking about. That's definitely my favorite. Yeah.
I love this one, man. It's good.
Oh man, that's definitely my favorite.
Take money, cash checks, that's lush, that's debt. Yeah, see, that's sugar.
He always does a collabo with somebody. That's why I love that guy. He does.
I love him.
Yeah.
And that was what I was telling everybody. Wizkid for me since college days is my number one. The only person I'll buy a ticket to see. But I want to talk about one of my favorite Nigerian music of all time. I love all Wizkid songs. I love Burna songs. I'm a Wizkid guy. But for this one, it's going to be none of them. It's going to be none of them. This is what I call the Nigerian anthem. I'm going to play it right now.
Mhm.
The guy is called Nice. This is my Nigerian anthem, one of my top songs of all time. I don't know if you know it, bro. This is one of my all-time songs, bro. This is Nice. Have you heard it? This. Have you heard it before? No?
Yeah, I've heard that song.
It's the anthem, bro. Nigerian, working all day. Like say I know be my man. The street keep hurting. Anyway, I may get sucked in with the song, so I have to kind of stop it. I'm gonna get sucked in, man, because I'm feeling the song, and then we're gonna go away. But we still have time. We are celebrating Nigerians. I'm hoping to pull a few of my Nigerian bodies on here. I'm not sure, Zaparo. Do you see anybody we know that we can pull on here from Nigeria to give us some big shout out right now? I don't see anybody that we know yet. So
Emma was here.
Ima was here, but he left. But I don't know if he's still here. But I don't see. I'm expecting to see Femi and Taiwo come in the chat, but none of them are here right now.
True.
But we can keep it going because Taiwo texted me that he had something going on, so he might join in a bit. But yeah, it's Nigerian independence. And what is your favorite Nigerian food, man? What's your favorite Nigerian food?
Oh, I think Femi's here. Femi just joined. But
Femi?
my favorite Nigerian food, I would not say it is just my favorite Nigerian food. It's my favorite food now. And they call it abula and amala, whatever it
Oh
is.
my God.
Oh man, amala and ewedu, bakery. In the what? They know the names. Yeah, but man, that shit is fire, man. In Ghana,
What is it made of?
It's just like Tiozapi in Ghana.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's amala, the bakery, and ewedu, or that's the three names.
All right.
And
Femi. Oh, okay, Femi, we'll get you on there. We can only have 4 people on the live. So Kwejo, can we humbly request Femi to come? Once he goes, you can come back on here. Femi, I'm about to request you right now. All right. Femi, we can request and I will add you here. Let's see. All right, as we wait for Femi to join. Yo! Oh.
I'm on Niger.
Yo, welcome, bro. You're repping the Nigerian hard, bro. We love it. We love it. Happy independence to Nigeria, bro. And you know, today's you guys' special day. So we're dedicating part of our show talking about Nigeria, what we like about Nigeria, the food, the music,
Right.
The artists and everything there. You know, the positive energy, and we are talking less about the negative part. You know, we're just focusing on the positive today. You know what I'm talking about? Right. So Femi, what are some fun facts you can share with us about Nigeria, man? Educate us, man. Educate us.
I mean, so one of the things that I like or love about Nigeria is the fact that I always say Nigeria is like the most diverse country in the world, right? Because we have over 250 languages, and that means like different people speaking different languages. Another fun fact is we used to be behind Ghana when it comes to cocoa. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but I don't know where cocoa is in Nigeria right now. I'm not even sure if we produce cocoa as much. Um, Back in the day, cocoa was one of our thing, and that's how I went away now because we have oil money now, which is pretty sad. Uh, and of course, everyone knows about Afrobeat. Afrobeat is like there's two types of Afrobeat. There's the fella Afrobeat, and there's the new Afrobeats that everyone dances right now. So yeah, those are like the few facts about Nigeria that I can share with you
Right.
today.
But Femi, here's the thing though, right? If you're in California and you come to the Bay Area,
Right,
and mainly Oakland and San Francisco, we have a soccer group called Bay FC, which is
right,
made up of 90% Nigerians, right?
right,
Every time we gather together and the Nigerians in the midst, the energy is different, right?
right,
And it's also very noticeable. So,
right.
sometimes people like to call it toxic. Sometimes people like to call it different things. You know, what is it about Nigerians and the energy that they carry with them? Do you have anything to share about that?
So think about it this way: if you have 20 million people, if you think about the Bay, or the whole of California, California is about the same amount. But if you have 20 million people in like a little small place called Lagos, you have to hear. Your voice needs to be loud as fuck for people to hear you. So you need to always bring that energy and make sure that you can be heard. That's why, like, even when we leave Nigeria and come out here, it's the same energy. Because, like, oh, I gotta be heard. You need to hear me. I'm here. Like, I need to be seen. Do you know who I am? That kind of energy. Um, it goes everywhere with us. So it's like inborn. You don't even notice that you're loud. It's because you're used to like just expressing yourself. You can see me right now, I'm like doing my hands like the Nigerian in me, like expressing I'm not Italian. Da, 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 da. It's just like Nigerian, right? Um, but that big energy always gone, right? Then there's no. Would try to, we hang out. I try to like simmer down a little bit, but it's a Nigerian spirit. It just boom, and there you go.
And I also read that Nigerians are the most educated African or immigrant community
Right.
in America, which we can attest to it, man. I have a
Correct.
few Nigerian friends who are very smart. Of course, African as a whole, African immigrants,
Correct.
we all have that goal, but Nigerians have that huge population, right?
Right.
So they're able to when they do things, it's seen faster and has a
Right.
lot of impact, right? And
Right.
one thing I love about Nigerians is the support you guys have for your artists and even for your teams, right?
Right.
I think that you guys unite really well when it comes to supporting like an artist, which is
Correct.
something that a lot of African countries or Ghana has to learn from, right? But one topic I'm finding it difficult not to get into is whether Niger Jollof is better than Ghana Jollof. But I don't want to bring it here. I want to have it on a different show. I mean, what do you think though? Ghana Jollof or Niger Jollof, my guy?
So for someone I've had Nigerian jollof in Nigeria and I've had Ghanaian jollof in Accra. It's always it's always gonna be Nigerian jollof because I tasted both. I'm like, well, if you have Nigerian jollof in America or in the UK, it's a little different. If you have Ghanaian jollof anywhere else, it's a little different. I'm like, let me go to the sauce, right? And Accra was good. It was good. I like the fact that they can put shito or a little bit of crayfish on the side, so you have some other spice to taste. For Nigerian jollof, is just we're not gonna cook jollof with basmati rice, like it's not or jasmine rice. What does that? Like Ghanaian does. You guys do that. You can know how to do it well. But for boiled rice and jollof and the way we do it, it's fantastic and it's just different. Maybe it's like what I'm used to, but like I can attest to Nigerian jollof is the best. Like let's just conversation.
I think you chose to choose Nigerian Jollof because you're Nigerian. We're gonna ask the non-Ghanaian and the non-Nigerian. Zaparo, what is your favorite? Ghana Jollof or Nigeria? Have you had Ghana Jollof?
Well, I can't speak on that because I've never had Ghanaian
You see what I'm saying? He
Like,
just had the best. And like,
I've had Nigerian.
and how was it? Did you like it?
That's the type that will make you go steal. You understand? So you eat that type of jollof, it makes you go open the pot where it came from.
Right.
That's the time.
Right.
Right. Right. But here's the thing though. We'll give it up to you because it's Nigerian independence, right? And we want to make sure you guys love it. So officially, I am going to declare that Nigerian jollof is the best jollof you can ever have.
They're looking at you like, what's wrong with this guy?
Bro, when it's made by
I
Ghanaian,
was gonna say what's wrong with you, but I reserve my comment.
hey, I have to always have something. It has to be made by Ghanaians to be the best, right? Femi, we really appreciate you coming on here. But before you go, and to get the main topic for today going, I know you have some experiences, right?
Right.
We are going to be talking about some key differences in dating between different countries and different cultures. So, for example, growing up in Nigeria, how dating was for you while you're in Nigeria, and then when you moved to America, how dating is here for you. Is there any difference? We're going to be having those dialogues today because all of us immigrants here, when we moved to America, we've dated. When I was in Ghana, I dated. We have that experience, but we can also tell that there's difference, right? And we want to talk about what difference is that for each and every one of us on this platform, right? Why are people choosing to date certain culture groups or ethnicity versus their own people? So we are going to be having those kind of dialogues today. And so to get started, since you are here talking about Nigeria, I want to ask you, Femi, you dating, how has dating been for you as far as dating someone from, Nigeria, from someone from your country versus comparing it to like dating an American here?
So if I did a Nigerian, we have like the same slang, we know the same type of like jokes. I can make reference to stuff. It's an easy day. You know what to expect, right? If it works out, it's just an easy day. Because we have the same energy, we have to be on the same wavelength, and we know each other ish, right? But if we were dating outside of your culture, then you have to be kind of like neutral a little bit because but then the Nigerian just still comes in. So, I'm Nigerian. I'm going to try to make sure like you learn my culture, but I don't want to push like my culture into your culture because I'm still not learning. Because we're dating. And the major differences I've seen different dates. Like some girls are like, I'm going to swim into Africa. I'm like, no, unless you're going to pay for everything. If you're going to pay for everything, don't bring out your card. I'm just going to pay you, right? Because I actually had to go on a date with me. So that's like the big one. In Nigeria, like the girls just expect because they know like Nigerian men takes care of things, right? The Nigerian guys take care of things. Here, especially in the Bay in California and some other parts in the United States, you see girls like request like split half, and that's like based on their own experience with other men, and you're like, some girls now see like, oh, he's Nigerian, he's gonna take care of it. You tell like, oh, she has dated Nigerian before. The difference is just like that. Like expectations is different. Trying to find a bridge between those two cultures. But if I've been Nigerian in Nigeria, she knows what to expect, right? And there'll be some pushback and some stuff. But if I'm dating a Nigerian here, if she's born here and then she's learned the culture here, so I have to like you also have to like play like the teen that there's a like fine line between what she's gonna be expected because I'm Nigerian and what she thinks it should be because she's Nigerian, second generation. She was born here and she grew up with a culture here. She's probably paid for part of her date with some other people. But I'm like, I'm full blown Nigerian. I'm just gonna pay for this because I'm see the command. You know what I mean? So that's like
Right.
the major ones.
Right. And I appreciate that, Femi. So one thing I want to ask is, do you steer towards a particular ethnic group when you're dating now? Would you prefer to date a Nigerian versus date like a Latina or like Caucasian or Asian or anybody else? And why do you have that preference?
This man just gonna put me on the spot, huh? Because it's Independence Day today, I would say I prefer, I prefer Nigerians, but I'm just gonna say I prefer Black women, regardless of where you come from.
Jonah? Hold on a second, Jonah. I have someone who is coming, a girl who is coming to talk about her experience as well. While Femi's talking, I can bring you back on your turn. So if you can please hop off, and then I'll bring her on shortly. Thank you.
So yeah, I can just continue while you
Yes,
bring.
please. Go ahead.
You know, my friends is just black women, but I don't discriminate like people would say. I ain't got no type, but I do have a preference, and preference is black women.
Okay. And so it doesn't matter if it's black women from, America, or black women from, um, Jamaica, black woman from, it doesn't, as long as
As
she's
long as you're
black, that's
black, as long as you're black, you know what I mean? As long as you're black, there's a straight up connection because you're black. You just like know how to navigate the world together. If you're Nigerian or you know about the culture, it's a plus. But if not, you don't know all of that because Nigerian can learn all of that. But as long as you're black from Jamaica, Australia, uh, Oceania, it doesn't matter. Asian, you're black, you're good.
I love that. I love that. Appreciate your thoughts, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for supporting Mind, Body, and Microphone. I have a few guests that might come up here. So thank you. Let me pull someone here. I have Kyla on the back end, which we might have him come. So I will bring Kyla on as well while I have Brianna on here in the meantime. Thank you, Femi. Let's
Fun, yep.
all right.
Talk to you later.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Alrighty. While we are waiting for Kyla to join this live, Brianna, welcome. Thank you for making time to join us. And a few house rules. If you're not talking, please put yourself on mute. That way, the backgrounds are, it's a little quiet and our viewers can hear. Brianna, it's Nigeria independence.
Hey,
So my first question to you is: have you had any experience with Nigerians?
I have. I've dated a couple of Nigerians. I have some close Nigerian friends. Nigerians are great people. I love your pride, your sense of brotherhood, sisterhood, and the pride you have for your country, your people. It resonates. It's beautiful.
Awesome. Well, big shout out to Nigeria, right?
Absolutely. Happy Independence Day.
Appreciate that. Brianna, before you get started, Kyla, I'll come to you. I know you can't wait. You have a lot of things to say, Kyla. I'll come to you.
I have a lot of things to say. Yeah, no. Happy Nigerian Independence Day. Likewise.
Okay.
I've got a lot of people that have accepted me, and I've dated Nigerian women too, and it's just great day, to celebrate, So they really, and what I like the most is just like, family, just being able to be accepting and everything. So I appreciate that and what I've gotten to experience and everything. And jollof rice is also another.
Wait. Before you touch on the topic of jollof, have you had Ghana jollof yet?
Oh, of course.
So Ghana jollof or Nigeria jollof?
Nigerian jollof, Nigerian jollof. Yeah,
Are you serious?
Yeah, of course. That's just what I know.
I think the jollof you had in Nigeria was cooked by a Ghanaian, so it's okay. We'll give it to you.
It wasn't in Nigeria. It was in like California and Atlanta, but I liked it.
But it was cooked by a Ghanaian though. Ghanaian woman made that Nigerian jollof, so it was good. All right. Let's get back to the topics here. So, Brianna, we are talking about the intercultural relationships, right? Dating people from different cultures, different countries. What has your experience been? Have you dated anybody outside your own culture? And if you have, what are some of the differences that you've experienced?
What made me want to jump on is our good brother. He came on, and I have to defer because you guys probably date more than I do. For every 2 guys that I've dated, men are out there probably dating 10 girls.
No, don't start.
These men who are not paying, like, okay, there's actually American girls who like expect and come ready with the card. I don't care. I don't care if you white, black, orange, purple, blue, green. I'm not pulling out my card, especially not on the first date. But anyway, that I think that's just something. Society has kind of, I think we're very confused about that right now, but that's a different topic. I would say that some of the differences are actually pretty positive. There's jokes that, get flown around that Nigerians, Jamaicans, a little bit toxic on the dating scene. And how do I want to say this? I think it's actually a good thing. Again, society in this generation is a little bit off in dating, period, no matter what country you're from, just like a little bit skewed. Everything is kind of morphing. But in general, I think a lot of men from other cultures approach dating a little bit differently than they do in America. And they can end up being all in or very serious much more quickly. Or I was actually talking to a girlfriend about this just earlier today, where she had an Asian man kind of approach her like off the bat with finance. And she was like, oh, wait, I'm not no sugar baby or whatever the case is. But it wasn't that. It was just culturally speaking, they were ready to come with finances faster than American men because it's just part of their culture. Now, paying for dinner is one thing, but buying you shoes and a new outfit to go to dinner, that's a whole different story. And you might find that in a different culture much faster than you will with American men. Not to say that they won't do it, but it may take them a little bit longer. They want to see more stuff or whatever the case is. But and then like on the toxic side of things, I've had Nigerian men like, oh, you're my wife, like out the bat. And I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. So I don't know really what that is about. I've seen Jamaicans do it too. And like, y'all as brothers from another mother, I swear to God. But I love it. It's all good. No matter where you're dating from, you have to have your head on straight out there and not listen to the nonsense and try not to produce nonsense. But I think men of other cultures, Nigerian, African men, especially, be more serious. They be very much more serious about relationships a lot of times. I mean, everybody's out there playing the field, but like if an African man is, about his business, about his career and everything and really getting his life together, I've noticed that he's also going to put on that checklist right away, let me find a wife too. You know what I mean? He's not going to like do everything and then put that like all the way back and all the way down. So I see in the comments, oh, did I hear toxic? Yeah, I said toxic, but people be toxic, not just like Nigerians. Like I said, the dating pool is kind of skewed out there now anyway. So no disrespect, no offense to anybody, but Nigerians have a rep. I don't buy into it, but they have a rep, especially in the Bay Area, especially in Oakland. They have a reputation, but I don't really buy into it. I just think that you have to have your head on straight right now.
Right. So thanks for sharing that. I heard a few things, right? You mentioned about the African man pulling out a card right from the start, right? But when you're dating a cultured man, like an African man, it also comes with something else, not just paying, right? We have certain type of expectations and we have certain types of norms that our partner, we hope our partner will respect or acknowledge. So would you say do you pick and choose what traits you like? Because if we're taking care and paying for the bill from the start, right? Hopefully it goes on because it's kind of part of the culture. But also, what I've realized or heard from some of my friends is that the other part that comes with Africans, they don't like as much, right? Because we are very not just focused, right? People like to call us controlling, but it's not really controlling because it's all about respect that we expect from our woman. So for you acknowledging the initial, African man willingness to give money, is it that thing that you like, or you like everything that comes with an African? And the second question is, would you prefer currently date, a cultured man, or you're open, or like an African man, or you're open to dating whoever comes your way? My boy earlier said he prefers Black people, right? But what would you say what is your situation?
I think that I have no problem. Like, again, I think some of the confusion and the quote unquote toxicity comes in when people are confused about their roles. And I think the more direct a man is, the more there'll be no confusion. So I prefer a man to be very direct and to take on a leadership position. And paying for things is part of leadership. So you can't just be a leader, when it suits you. So, you have to lead with your money, you have to lead with your intellect, you have to lead with your physical strength, all of that. So in that regard, I don't have any problem following. So I'm okay with, as smart as I am, I'm okay, listening to your perspective. Now, being a leader and being controlling are two different things. So, there's a fine line. And again, you have to have your head on straight and, be with the right person. But as far as, playing my role and things like that, I'm a traditional girl. So I prefer a traditional man. I want a man to pay. And that is not the only reason why I like African men or men that pay. I like men who lead. You know what I mean? So it's not about paying. And I like men that go for what they want. You know what I mean? And you use your finances to get everything else you want. You use your finances to take trips and invest in yourself and, you know, go out with your boys. Why not use your finances to be with the woman that you're interested in? So it's not really about money. It's about the energy that you have. You know what I'm saying? And your money is an extension of your energy. So how you spread it around or what have you. But, you know, make no mistake about it. Like, you have to be fiscally responsible too. Like, someone that's irresponsible, you can have a lot of money, but if you're irresponsible with it, that's really a big turn. So like, yeah, buy me dinner, but don't buy the whole bar. You know, don't buy out the bar every night. That's irresponsible. So it's not very attractive. And for me anyway. And as far as like what type of person I prefer, I think our good brother had a good point. When you have cultural similarities with someone, it's always much easier. Like, there's an independent man doesn't need a man to pay for anything. I don't need a man to pay for anything. Me and my girls go out to brunch and dinner, and we spend a lot of our own money, and we eat very well. But when I'm out with a man, in respect to me and how I'm going to respect him, I would care for him to pay. I would care for him to pay as much as he would care for me to spend $200 on my lashes, $300 on my hair, or none of that at all. But spend 2 hours getting ready. You know, time is money. So I spent 2 hours getting ready for this date for you, all this stuff. You know? So anyway, it's not like I've already invested in the date before the check even comes. A lot more money is spent leading up to the date before the check even comes. But anyhow, I'll leave the comment section alone for a second.
Right.
But having cultural similarities is always very, very important. And when I'm dating a culture man or someone outside of my own race, a Jamaican, a Nigerian, a Ghanaian, anything like that, I'm always looking for the cultural similarities first, and then exploring the differences after. So I would prefer to be with a Black person, no doubt.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Thanks for sharing that perspective. Really, really, really appreciate that, because I think it's important. But, you know, you're talking about you want a man to lead and do all of that. What are you giving in return to that man? What are you giving in return to that man?
What am I giving in return to that man? That is hard to put into words, but I'm giving an experience. All experiences cost money. So you can go to dinner by yourself, or you can go to dinner with a friend. No, and we're just talking about a date. We're not talking about a relationship. We're talking about a date.
Yeah.
I think that is a personal opinion, because I know so many men that would feel uncomfortable with a woman reaching for her wallet on the first date. And I've heard that firsthand from so many women. So the guys that I date don't look for me to pay for on the first date. And if a man ever did ask me to pay on the first date, I would. There's not going to be any argument. I would just pay. I probably wouldn't date you again, but I would pay. Like, it's not like I came to eat, you know, steak and lobster off your dime. But, you know, it's just, again, it's an energy thing. Right. I'm looking for a masculine man that can lead and just, you know, make me feel, you know, well and taken care of and safe and protected. Like, I don't have to worry about anything. I can turn off my brain. I don't have to calculate, you know, the differences between what you ate and what I ate and all that stuff. It's not for a date. That's not the energy for a date.
Okay. Zaparo, you have anything to share with Brianna on this?
Well, I respect where she stands from. I mean, where she stands. That's her personal opinion. And in terms of dating, I just think, based on everything she has said, wants a man to pay for everything. You know, you just want the man to pay for everything, because you go on a date with a man, you want the man to swipe the card, to lead financially. Is that how? And then when my colleague asked you, what are you offering? The response that you gave, I was expecting, I don't want violence.
No, I know where it's going. I don't want. That's why I don't date men if that's not on the table. If that's not on the table, then I don't really date you. I said,
sorry?
If that's not on the table, then I'm not really dating you. Again, I'm not going out for free experiences so you can just treat me. This is, there is definitely reciprocity. You know what I mean? And I don't want the man to pay for everything. And a first date is very different than a relationship. And I'm always in a position to give back to a man, but not really to just like, hey, you know, here's my wallet. Go ahead, take it.
Can I bring you back on in a minute, please?
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring someone to who has a comment with her. So I'll bring you back on, Kyla.
Of course,
right?
of course.
All right.
And by the way, sorry, I didn't get your name. Yeah.
Kyla, you can exit if you
Brianna.
great.
Actually, yeah.
I'll bring you back on.
Yep.
I do apologize, Miss Brianna. Sorry, I came in late. I guess.
All right. All right. Let me bring Kwejo on. I think he has something to say. So, Brianna, one thing when I asked you what you bring to that man, right? You know, you talked about African men. Now, you know, you said what he is getting is experience. That's what you said, right? Do you think men just want experiences? Do you think men just want experiences with girls because if they want long term? Because we're talking about cultured men, for example, we come with high expectations. So, do you think we want experience, just experience, and so we want to spend on that girl, that lady?
So again, we're talking about first date, right? We're not talking about later on into more deep dating. So don't like there's a line. But to answer your question, it was you guys' good brother and a man that came on and said, I pay. Right? And I'm agreeing with that mentality. So
but
I don't expect a man to pay for everything in my life, so on and so forth. Because that's just hasn't even been my portion. However, I do think a man should be willing to court. And that's all there is to it. I'm not part of the new generation. I think I might be a little bit older than all of you on the call. So I'm not really part of the generation where I've had to, pay for half of the meal or anything like that. And I don't think that energy and, okay, let's calculate who drank what is part of the dating experience. You know what I mean? It's not a checklist off thing. Like, we're here to enjoy each other, have a good time. And the faster each of us understand our roles, the faster we're going to understand how to deal with each other and how well we relate together. You know, and paying for the meal is just a very, very small part of the whole dating experience.
You mentioned earlier that you said experience comes with a cost. Are you referring to money-wise or you're referring to time-wise?
Time equals money, bro.
Yeah, because I want to know. Because, I mean, I get the fact that you want the man to pay on a date and everything. I get it. I mean, you sound like an independent woman. Am I correct?
Yeah. That was a little bit more of a joke. Don't take me too.
No. I didn't know. Again, we are having a conversation. So
of course.
I'm here to learn. I'm not here to just throw shot at anybody. I'm just here to learn. You feel me? So yeah. So
for me, it's just it's not what I've grown used to, what I'm accustomed to. I haven't ran into this problem. I have not attracted guys into my experience who expect me to pay, especially not on the first date. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the, your experience means nothing to men. Like, I don't really care what men who aren't in this mind really think. It what worked for me. And men don't seem to have a problem paying for, $150, $200 meal, less than that, a $40 meal, whatever it is. Nobody seems to care,
$500 on a first date? Where'd you go?
Not always, but yeah.
Where'd you go?
Come on, guys. Let's not do that.
All right.
No,
Okay.
Everybody's different. Everybody's
all right.
different.
Everybody's different.
Okay.
We should also be.
I respect.
Because because it's not about finances, and we're not the topic of the conversation today is not high value, low value, money.
Right.
That's not it. I'll take the $40 date. The purpose of dating is to get to know somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and get to know what their value system is. So what's more important to me, and seeing you pay, is not, oh, did you treat me, the way I wanted to? Well, yeah.
Right.
Sorry, I'm rolling on. Let me answer your question about the experience. I think it all boils down to how you make a man feel. You know what I mean? And if I didn't make you feel like that whole time and that whole interaction was worth what you paid for it, then we probably shouldn't date anymore anyway. I know men are always looking for aesthetics. Sex is always very important to men, so on and so forth. But you should have had a good time. You should have enjoyed my company. You should have, it should be worth it to you. Just like a fine meal is worth what you pay at the end. When the bill comes after you've eaten your steak and you're satisfied and everything, you don't mind paying for that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same as, well, you guys tell me. Look,
right. you know, the
You
pimp
guys
was.
tell me. Let me shut up and you guys tell me.
Brianna,
Let me learn something. Go ahead.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. One of the good things about our podcast is that you're gonna learn something from here that you're gonna take with you. That when you change a little bit, it's gonna be to a great benefit because you're hearing from men and what you think, what we think versus what you think we think. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we're going to be giving you real game, real facts, and we're going to tell you from a man's perspective what we think versus what you think we want. Okay? So you can realign if you have any goals, you know, with any man or anything, right? For your own benefit. That is what Mind, Body, and Microphone is about, right? We're going to tell you the facts here. Because I'm going to talk and I'm going to make Zaparo talk what he thinks and I'm going to make Kwejo tell you what we think. And we are deviating off topic a little bit because we're talking about intercultural relationship, what works. But I guess, you know, men spending on women or treating them well is part of certain type of cultures because that's how we grew up. That's how we saw. But I want to tell you one thing. Any man, high value man, who takes you on a date, right? If a man, even if any man takes you on a date, there are two things. They're trying to figure out one, if they want to date you, or they might want to date you seriously, or they just want a quick fun with you. Now, if I'm a man and I know you want that experience, I'm going to splurge on you, and I'm going to just have fun and go. I'm never going to take you further away. Every man with a lot of money, or even not money, average man with good money that is, you know, content, they are very content with that. If they want to date you, they want you to bring something to the table. And bringing something to the table not doesn't necessarily mean money. Because men want peace. Men want support. Men want respect. Men want a few other qualities that is just not experienced. So if when I ask you what you bring to a man, if you want any man to take you seriously, be his peace, be his support, be there for him. This is my experience, and this is what I'm telling you from what I know.
We actually had this conversation. We had this conversation. When you're on a date, yes, these are the things that you're looking for, but I can't tell you, oh, I will be your piece. It's a part of the interaction that you get when we speak, how I carry myself, my demeanor, things of that nature, you know, all of those things and the interaction and getting to know each other. So the date is not about who pays, who doesn't pay. The date is about getting to know the person and seeing what's up.
But the reason I came into this because I asked you specifically, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the man? And you said experience. And so that's what led me to say that, right? I know dating, first day, you're going to get to know each other